Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com with match number 4 with the Skred Red. This is a terrible hand that we have to ship back. Can't keep a 6 lander, even though we do have a Scrying Sheets. We'll mulligan it. And I guess this is okay. Definitely want the Snowcovered Mountain on top. This is actually a great hand. Because we have the double control cards, Mind Stone to ramp into that early Koth. So hopefully we don't get another crazy matchup like Bluetron or one of these slower base decks and get a matchup that Skred is good against. One of these early game or attrition based matchups is what Skred really does well against. So God the Shrine. And a mountain. So it's going to be tokens. Tokens is actually not too tough of a match with the Angers. Lingering Souls, though, is very pesky if he has one in his hand. Yeah, and plus following a Pia and Kiran Nalaar. We need to really rely on getting a well-timed Anger. The thing is, he could have a Raise the Alarms here to flash in, but I think we just go for Koth. And just untap the mountain and hold it. We're not even going to attack in. Now the good news if we draw another land is we can actually Skred away his mountain. So I did this because Midnight Hunting and Raise the Alarm are actually a thing. There's an Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. See if it's Gideon. It's going to be Sorin. So we're going to Skred away the vampire and then kill it with Koth. Kill the Sorin with Koth. So far so good. And there's another mountain. So Scrying Sheets is probably better here though. Relic's really good versus Lingering Souls. So I feel pretty far ahead here with the Sorin dead. The Koth up to ultimate range. He probably won't be able to deal with the ult. And just that turn 3 Koth is going to be too much for our opponent to deal with. We're going to look at the top. Hey, we get a mountain out of it. And this is all but over with the Koth ultimate. So we'll Emblem Koth. And it's just going to be too much, I think, for our opponent to deal with. Miss a land. No, he did not miss a land drop. He decided to go Ghost Quarter. And there's the concession. It's just because even if he plays anything, it just gets shot down. This is where Stormbreath Dragon is actually pretty decent. I don't think the Eternal Scourge is in this match. Well, possibly it is. Pyrite Spellbomb, Molten Rain is actually good in a 3-color deck. I'm going to bring it in. We'll bring in the last Anger of Gods. The Sudden Shocks I don't think we need, or the Shattering Spree or Pyrite Spellbombs. The single target removal is actually pretty bad in this match. So like Skred and Roast. Mizzium Mortars is fine. Magma Jet is fine because it allows us to scry +2 damage. The Batterskull is great in this matchup. Relic is great. Mindstone is great. Blood Moon is great. Everything is wonderful here, except possibly just like an Eternal Scourge, or I can take out like a Magma Jet. Not quite sure what the play would be. Yeah, I think I want Eternal Scourge at least offer some pressure, but this might be the deck that it comes out against. I do want the Relics for Lingering Souls, but do I need this many Relics? Definitely want the Blood Moons. Definitely want the Batterskull. It could possibly just be a Magma Jet. We'll submit this. Stony Silence is a real thing that could come in. This is keepable. This is actually pretty good. So Shambling Vent. And we have the Molten Rain for it. So Relics can be good. So you guys like an Inquisition. They use Inquisition in Thoughtseize quite a bit. Now we have all our mana. Delete the Polluted Delta. We'll exile it. We'll take care of the Vent next turn. Just a young Pyromancer. I actually can't deal with the young Pyromancer at the moment, but Chandra can. Actually take care of this Smoldering Marsh. So not bad. We're in decent shape. Wait, I could have Lightning Bolted the young Pyromancer, but I think that Chandra just taking care of it's fine this turn. So unless he's got like an Inquisition, just Lingering Souls. Yeah, that's annoying, but my Chandra actually survives, so yeah, I'm definitely okay with that. Plus the Relic gets rid of the Lingering Souls. She needs like a Intangible Virtue. Next turn. Which will kill off the Chandra. If I draw land next turn, we have a Batterskull. He can actually drop down another source for the Vent. Yeah, now he can kill off the Chandra by activating the Vent. Sorin. Sorin does not kill it. Yes, it does. Yeah, Sorin was actually pretty good. Because the Chandra does get taken care of. We actually can't take care of the Sorin. Need like an Anger off the top. I can Stormbreath Dragon into Sorin. So if I go Koth, and then negative Koth, I could do both. I could have a Stormbreath Dragon and a Koth. That doesn't seem good. I think it's just Batterskull here. Other than Sorin just continues to get bigger. We can Batterskull and kill off a token, though. I think while he's open, Stormbreath Dragon's a better play. Just keeps him off making another vampire. We have a bolt to take care of a vent that he activates next turn. We have a ton of Angers and Mizzium Mortars we can draw into. Still think the best play I can draw into is a land, just so that I can Batterskull and keep up a Lightning Bolt. Inquisition does take care of the Lightning Bolt. Still a card for a card. And that's an activation on a Shambling Vent there. If he actually taps out, I think I'll just go Koth. No, he gets another Lingering Souls. Oh, that hurts. Blood Moon is actually quite weak here now. It actually shuts off the secondary. I hate to give him more. We have to tack into Sorin, I would assume. So I think the correct play here is going to be Blood Moon and just cycle the Relic, because we got rid of 2 Lingering Souls. Let's cycle first. And that allows us to Mind Stone and Blood Moon. I think that's fine. So Mind Stone. And Blood Moon. Which shuts him off of white and black. He draws into a black. I'm not sure you can do a lot with a black, though. So now we have... Pia and Kiran Nalaar was beautiful. That was a really good draw. We'll pass. And we'll have Koth and a Batterskull coming up. He's used a few of his... Alright, that's a bad attack in my opinion. Because he's only going to get 1 through. Sorry, bud, but my dude has protection from white. Unless he's got another bolt. And the bolt could have gone to my face. So I think he's going to realize his mistake here. Okay, that actually works. I have to discard a card, I'll discard Koth. Well, that actually did do the job. Because if he has like another bolt in hand. But we do draw an Anger. So, yeah, that's definitely fine. We'll attack first. Do I care about an Anger or would I rather Batterskull? I think it's just Anger. I'm going to cycle a Mind Stone. We have another Anger coming up. Batterskull. He has like basically one turn to try to find something. Yeah, if I actually hit with this Batterskull, I think we're going to be out of range for him to just go Blight Bolt Bolt. Plus he used a Bolt, so... We'll cycle these away. And we're finding a lot of lands, but that's fine. Finds another swamp. That's not a draw you want to see. Hey, we'll find another Mind Stone and cycle it away. And there's the Koth. So we're up to 14 to 12. And Blood Moon is really going to lock this down. So you might see this kind of Mardu tokens deck coming back because it's really good against Abzan. Abzan is a card with like Paths and Abrupt Decays just do so bad versus both Planeswalkers and tokens-based strategies. Liliana's really bad against Lingering Souls. And so, yeah, I think this is that was a pretty decent deck to run. Anyway, not too bad. Went 2-2. Beat the two matchups we should have. And very close matchups against Bluetron and the Scapeship deck, in the Through the Breach deck. So I'm actually pretty happy with how this deck performed. And I still think that maybe in a league, we might have fared better. I don't know how many Bluetrons you see in a more competitive league. You do see Through the Breach quite a bit. But that deck is winnable with an early Blood Moon, as you saw. Also, the Sudden Shocks are nice versus Secure Tri-Builders. So anyway, overall, I'm still impressed with this deck. A 2-2 is not, of course, anything to brag about, but it's still a very, very fair record. Anyway, this has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.